Okay, well, let's begin. Uh, just for this one only, I would like you to draw the diagram, okay? And then, yeah, it is called on review part 2, I believe. Let's take a look. Now I'm curious what I named. I should have remembered. It is called what does it call? Unit review part 2. So this one is called a review part 2. Just like that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. All right. So on the test, I will not ask you in this way, but one of the questions that you will be asked on the test will be to name the relationship. And there are 8 of them. And we've done this many times. I think most of you, hopefully all of you, are kind of getting the gist of it. But let's try to fine tune it, okay? So here's the number 1. Angle, so it's kind of like you're naming the angles, okay? Angle 3 and angle something are linear pair. And actually, there are 2 linear pair. Angle 3 and what are going to be called a linear pair? Can you guys name that? So angle 3 is right here. Angle 3 and which angle will be linear pair? What do you guys think? There are 2 possibilities, and that's why there are 2 answers. Yeah. Now, I hope you are remembering what linear pair is. Linear pair is that. It's kind of like the sunrise or sunset on the ocean, right? You've got the horizon, and then you've got the half sun dipping into the horizon, into the ocean, right? That's a linear pair. And then, so the 2 angles are just right next to each other, like this one and this one. That's a linear pair. So for the first answer will be, it could be 3 and I would say 4. Isn't that linear pair? It's kind of like an upside down the sunset, right? So 3 and 4 are linear pair. But you could also do this way, right? 3 and 1 are also linear pair. Very good. Thank you, Stephanie, Janela. And I hope the rest of you got that. Yeah. Is everybody okay on what linear pair is? Okay. Let's move on. Number 3. Angle 3 and what are called vertical angle? So angle 3, now this one, there's only one answer. Angle 3 and which angle are vertical angles? Anybody else? Thank you, Janela. Angle 3. Now, can you remember what vertical angles are? Can you picture in your mind? Vertical angles are this one, the opposite. You've got the two lines crossing, and then opposite angles are called vertical angles. That means angle 3 and angle 2. Angle 3 and angle 2 are called vertical angles. I hope you got that. Okay, are you guys with me? Please try to stay with me, okay? Next question, number 4. Angle 3 and what are called corresponding angles? Angle 3 and which angle are corresponding angles? Do you guys remember which one is corresponding angles? Very good. Very good. Anybody else? 3 and what are corresponding angles? Very good. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody new people? I know we hear from same people, which I'm grateful. Keep doing that. Anybody else? Corresponding angles. There are 4 different cases where it could be a corresponding angles. That's corresponding angles. That's corresponding angles. That's corresponding angles. And then the last one, that's corresponding angles. So if you have a 3 already picked, that means 7 has to be the corresponding angles with 3. So does that make sense? Corresponding angles are always on the same side of transversal. Transversal is the diagonal line, right? And then corresponding angles are always on the same side. One is always inside the parallel lines, and then one is outside, but they are far apart. Like these ones. These are all corresponding angles. So it will be 3 and 7. Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. So these are corresponding angles. Next, angle 3 and which one are called alternate interior angles? So 3 and which angle is going to be alternate interior angle? I don't know. Oliver, are you trying to answer that number 5 or? Yeah, it will be alternate means one is on the left side and one is on the right side. And the interior means inside. So it's gotta be 3 and 6. Yeah, they are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are something like this. This one and this one, that's alternate interior angles. Also, it could be the other pair would be this one and that one. Okay, so alternate interior angles. Definitely, it's this case, isn't it? Next one, angle 3 and which one is called same side interior angle? 3 and which angle is the same side interior angle. Just listen carefully what I say. Same side. That means same side. And then interior, it's inside the parallel line. So it has to be 5, isn't it? 3 and 5. That's the same side interior angle. Next one. Number, so this one is a little different. Angle 1. Angle 1 and which angle are alternate exterior angle? Alternate exterior. Exterior means it's outside, so it's gotta be 1 and 8. Okay, that will be alternate exterior angle. It cannot be 1 and 2. That will be linear pair, isn't it? Again, it's the horizon, right? The sunset. So that's a linear pair. So it cannot be 1 and 2, but it's 1 and 8. Okay, alternate. One is left side, one is the right side. And exterior means outside of a parallel line. And then the last one, actually, we didn't really learn this in this class. It's called the same side exterior. You can probably figure out it's 1 and 7, but we didn't do that. Same side exterior, and they are supplementary. They add up to be 180, but we don't need to worry about that. Okay. Now, I want you to put your pencil down right now. You can just verbally, okay, let's practice a little bit more. I'm gonna give you 2 angles, like angle 3 and something. Then you tell me the name, okay? So here it is. About 5 and 8. What would you call 5 and 8? You just speak out loud. You don't need to unmute. Just talk to me as though you're talking to me in what's 5 and 8? It is vertical. Were you thinking about that? This 5 and 8, that's vertical angles. Okay. How about 4 and 6? What would you call that? It would be same side interior angle. Yeah, did you get that? It's weird. Okay, how about, what else do we? How about 4 and 5? What would you call that? Have you decided? It will be alternate interior angle. Yeah, did you get that? Okay, how about this one? How about 7 and 8? What would you call that? That would be linear pair. Yeah, it's the upside down sunset, right? Linear pair. Okay. About 2 and 7. That will be alternate exterior angle. Yeah. One more time. How about number 8 and number 4? What would you call that? That will be the corresponding angles. Were you thinking about that? Okay, corresponding angles are one outside, one inside on the same side, far apart. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. So I will definitely ask you guys on this kind of a questions where you have to name it, okay? Okay, let's move on. I have 4 questions selected, and that will be it for today, okay? So let's go through the 4 questions. And I am going to ask you to name it and then solve for x. Okay, so let's begin. Number 16. And I'll give you now, since the test is approaching quickly, I'm going to let you guys work on it all by yourself, okay? So I want you to name it. And if you cannot figure out, then just do as much as you can. And then we'll go over in 2 minutes, okay? I'll be right back. I still need to see, did I go too fast? Is that what you're talking about, Brandon? Yeah, we are skipping number 9 through 14. We don't need to do that. We are working on number 16. You guys okay? Brandon, are you doing all right? So you're... Okay, are you okay? So, okay, let's talk about number 16. First of all, how would you name that? It is this angle and this angle, isn't it? And what is that? They are same side interior angles. Nice job. Okay. Same side interior. Okay, everybody okay on that? Now, what is the relationship? Are they equal to each other? Or could they be supplementary? I mean, just look at it. Do you think that those two angles are the same? Do they look the same to you? No, definitely one is a little sharper and this one is a more dull, big angle. The bottom one is a little sharper, right? They're not the same, are they? And that gives you a clue. That means that you want to add them up and then equal to 180. Okay, so let's set it up. X plus 105 plus X plus 85. And that is going to be equal to 180. They are supplementary. Supplementary means two angles add up to 180. Okay. Now let's solve it. I hope you were able to solve this. we've got x and x on the same side of equal sign, and that's x means 1x, isn't it? We don't write 1 in front of x normally. So that's 1x, and 1x, that's 2x. And then 105 plus 85, let's simplify that. That is, what is that? 190 equals 180. It's a little bit different because we're going to get negative number, aren't we? Now let's subtract 90 on both sides. So 2x equals what? What's 180 minus 190? It's not negative 10. And then you're going to divide by 2. So x equals negative 5. It doesn't mean that it's going to be negative angle, but x is negative 5. So negative 5 plus 105, that's 100 degrees. And the other one would be 80 degrees. But x is negative 5. What do you guys think? Yeah, were you able to get that? Let's move on. Number 17. Again, I want you to just do the two things. I want you to name it, and then I want you to solve it. So 2 minutes. Yeah, Brandon, it is on Canvas. It's called Unit 2 Review Part 2. Yes, this is the assignment. Yeah, I'm recording it right now, and it will be uploaded at the after the class. You get all the video recordings in Canvas. If you go to modules, on the very top of modules, there is the bar that says like a Zoom recording of the class or something like that. And then there's a list of all the class recordings from the beginning of the quarter 3. I know I'm just talking to somebody in the class specifically, but for anybody who needs to review, just go to the Canvas modules, and on top of it, there is a video recording, right? And on the recording, there is all the titles are also um, uh, written along with the video, what do you call it, link. Okay, it's a YouTube link, and I'm uploading all the other video recording on YouTube. Okay, by the way, this chat does not show up on the video, so please do not worry about typing your questions or whatever. Okay, it's not going to be part of the video. And what else? Oh, I was going to say, if you want to review for the test, if you want to pick the day when we are reviewing everything, just like today's video. This would be a good one to watch for reviewing before the test. Okay, just a suggestion. Okay, let's go over number 17. don't know if my talking interrupted you guys. What did you guys name for number 17? And I think somebody answered that. Janella, great job. Anybody else? Okay, and Lawrence has the solution. This will be alternate exterior angle. Somebody is calling me. And how do you solve it? They are equal to each other. Okay. So that will be 10x minus 10 equals 14 plus 8x. Again, they are equal to each other. Now let's solve it. We've got 10x and 8x separated with the equal sign. So we need to get rid of one of the x's. Normally, getting rid of the smaller x is way to go. So if I subtract 8x on both sides, we've got, and please make sure to rewrite the equation, okay? 2x minus 10 equals 14. What do we do next? Now let's add 10. Add 10 on both sides. So that cancels out, becomes 0. Now we've got 2x equals 24. Oh. Where is it? Review. Okay, what did I do? Okay, right there. Then you're going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. So x equals 12. Okay, nice job. Anybody else? Did anybody else get x equals 12? How did you guys do? Yeah. If you didn't get x equals 12, not a big deal. But let's spend a little bit of a time to identify where you went off. Okay, were you able to identify the mistake if you had any? Okay, let's move on. Does anybody need more time for number 17? Okay, number 19. 2 more to go, okay? Again, I want you to name it, and then let's solve it. My eraser is not working. Why is that? Let's give you 2 minutes. Okay. good. That's right, Janella. Nice job. Were you able to identify the names? Name? Very good, Lawrence. If you were able to solve the equation, will you share your solution in the chat? Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Let's talk about this. Okay, first of all, the name. It is this angle and this angle, right? Hey, that's the sunset one, right? It's the linear pair. Okay, so this is a linear pair. And what's the relationship? Are they equal to each other? Again, just look at it. Do they look like equal angle measurement? Do you think this angle and this angle are the same? No, they're not, right? One is way bigger and the other one is smaller. And so they're not equal to each other. But if you add them up, it's going to be 180, right? That's what linear pair is. So let's set it up. 19x minus 4 plus 12x minus 2 equals 180. Yeah? Did anybody set up equal to each other by any chance? Is that what you did, Janella? It's okay though, right? Yeah, we all make mistakes. Did anybody do that? But this one has to be added up to 180. Okay. Now let's solve it. Yeah, yesterday's review assignment, Lawrence. So let's finish this up. 19x and 12x are on the same side, so let's just combine them. 19x plus 12x. That is, what is it? 31x. Negative 4 minus 2. That's a negative 6. Equals 180. So I'm going to add 6 on both sides. So 31x equals 186. Okay. And then you're going to divide by 31. So x equals 186 divided by 31. And I believe it's a 6, isn't it? Yeah. X equals 6. Okay, Tigra. I don't know how long you were waiting to get in. I'm sorry, I just noticed your name that you were waiting to get in. All right. Let's work on the last question, and that's it. That's it for today, guys. So almost done. Number 20. Again, I want you to name it, set up an equation, and solve. Okay, so 2 minutes. All right, very good, Stephanie. Very good. I think some of you have already finished it. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. So I see a bunch of the correct answers. So thank you for those who are sharing that. First of all, this angle and this angle. It's this angle and this angle. That's a vertical angle, isn't it? Okay. So the answer for naming part is vertical. Okay. And the vertical angles they are equal to each other. So how would you set it up? You're going to set it up 7x minus 10 is equal to 5x plus 10. Okay. So now let's solve it. This time x and x are all separated. So let's get rid of the smaller x. I'm going to subtract 5x. Subtract 5x. So now I get 2x minus 10 equals 10. And then what would you do next? You would add 10, add 10. So you get 2x equals 20. And then divide by 2. So x equals 10. Does that make sense, guys? Any questions on this question, or any other questions? I hope you are feeling a little more confident, comfortable naming and solving the equations, setting up the equations, and then solving the equations. Okay. I really appreciate you guys, your attention. I'm hoping that you're paying attention. I'm hoping that you are being part of this activity. But anyway, So appreciate that. And then I will again meet in class and we will do a little bit of a review tomorrow. But main part of tomorrow will be to do some catch up. And I will also like to meet with a couple of you guys just to touch base with you and how you're doing in this class. Okay. Yeah, they are congruent. Yeah, meaning they are equal, right? That's right. Mhm. Yeah. So that's all I have for today. Please make sure that you turn this assignment in by taking the picture and submitting in the Canvas. Okay, that's all I have for today. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. If you have a questions, if you would like to go over things with me, please stay around, and I'll be happy to talk to you.